Plugging you in. Ooh. Hi, I've tried. I've got the nearest Tiffany blue ribbon in off my son's key ring he got when he was born, which, funny enough, is a little Tiffany blue coloured angel, and it says baby boy on it. It's quite fitting to John. Sort of Tiffany blue earrings. This on. I have got a top on, but it's too chilly at the minute, so I've thrown my big old jumper on again, this big knitted jumper, to keep me warm while I'm warming the house up. Knitted jumper to keep me warm while I'm warming the house up, because I've been out for a walk, as you can tell by my videos. So, hang on a minute. Let's get some incense going before I have a waffle. No, it's a very exciting day today. Thanksgiving and all. Seen something really funny today, really like, oh my god. It's very chilly today, very like crisp, nice but cold. I've got no gloves. I've got mittens that I've left on Finn's buggy, which isn't here. I need to get some gloves because it was a bit chilly, but and I've got no candles left. Here's one to have a bit of glowiness. Like the little light today for Thanksgiving. I know it's probably more of an American thing, but I think it'll become a world thing. Thanksgiving to certain things. I just need to have a hot drink a minute. This was the actual cup that when I went down on my nature walk, there's a little place there so you can get yourself a hot drink, hot chocolate. So it's only like 70p if you take one out, 60p if you sit in, but obviously I was going out, so I thought that'll warm my fingers up. So I actually brought it home with me because I thought, oh, I've drank it, but I've just filled it up with another drink because it should keep it hotter, because when I'm talking it goes cold. So, hi, not seen you before. So, yeah, I went for the walk, and it was funny because when I got there, my eldest son's partner was there with her daughter, because I'm not with my eldest son, so blah blah blah. And she was there. She was like, hi, and I was like, oh, hi. And she thought I had little legs with me, and I was like, oh no. I said, I've come down here because she was doing a nature walk, with kids. I said, no. I said, no, I haven't got him. He said, he's at nursery. He said, no, I've come on my own for a walk. She went, you've come down here on your own for a walk? I went, yeah, because you get lots of dog walkers down there. I've not got a dog, but I'm thinking of getting a bird. But I was like, yeah, I've just come down, hi. Also, when I went to get my drink, there's this old man sat there, this old, fella sat there. There was one doing drinks, and the really old guy was sat down, and he went, hi, I asked for a hot chocolate. He went, it's cold out there, isn't it? I was like, yeah. He went, I love them nails. He was about 80 or 70 odd of 80. He went, I've never seen nails like that before. I think he was talking about these glittery ones. He went, yeah. He went, do they not get in the way? I went, no, I really wanted to say the reason why they're this colour is because, but it'd go right over his head. I was like, yeah. I said, no, I'm used to it, so, yeah. So I said, anyway, went off for the walk, because I've just put a Thanksgiving video up if anyone's seen it. Put that together. It's quite good. It's Thanksgiving to everything and everyone. Especially Mother Nature as well, got to include that as well. I'll talk about the video last night because that was bonkers. It's a bit of a not foggy, it's an overclouded day today. The sun's not shiny, so I can't look at my hands today in that sense of the light outside, because I'll talk about that after. I'll talk about that after. Thank you. Yeah. I'll talk about one of the cute posts in a minute. A Twitter that I just can't stop laughing at. So I went down the nature place, and I don't know if anyone saw in the video, but there was a robin that followed me all around. And he was there, and I was like, see, Robin is a good omen. And I did ask for a bird, to see a bird that I'd sort of be there. I know there was lots of birds down there, but the little robin kept coming. I think it's on the video. I think I managed to catch him. I did catch him, but I hope I managed to put the shots of him in the little film that I did. Yeah, it was just nice and relaxing to go on my own. Jon Snow, the snow's coming, Jon Snow. Winter's coming. Yeah, you can feel it in the air, but sometimes if it's too cold, it doesn't snow, does it? So yeah, the snow's coming, Jon Snow. Build the ice wall. Winter's coming. Trump, build the wall. Jon Snow, build the wall. The ice people are coming, whoever they were. Build it. So I had a lovely walk down there, looking around nature, looking at things. Funnily enough, on the way back, there was a big number on the road that I've never noticed before, the number 6. The billboards I was talking about the other day with the owl on it, say Be Wiser, has gone down. It's not there anymore. I noticed that today. I was like, okay. It was just lovely to go down there. I'll have to film more down there. Like, it was just lovely to be around nature, to sort of put them vibrations out there of thank you to Mother Earth as well, because she's part of it. I'd like to say, where is it? Someone's twittered something on. There's a Twitter that went on yesterday that was talking about that people haven't picked up on. My dad picked up on it, where when you link on it, nothing Jon Snow, yeah. I never saw all of that, but I did see it. Did you have a Thanksgiving dinner? No, we don't really do it over here. No, it's more like an American thing, but I think it will become part of a world thing. And I've only just got in, so I've just had my breakfast / I've just had some toast with honey on. So I've not really had anything to eat properly yet. I'll be doing one after, don't you worry. So they've not picked up on the tweet I talked about the other day that someone put out, that it was a Q drop, but what people didn't get with it was the actual Twitter tweet that people looking at. They were too looking at the train announcement on it, when underneath it was what was underneath that we think Q was referring to, which was a picture saying the 55th year. I'll show you now if anyone doesn't remember. And actually a picture of John meaning, what's today? Yes, Thanksgiving and JFK assassination anniversary. So some people have not seen it. It's my dad that saw it. Some other people have gone past this, even on different channels. They've not looked at it. This was what Q was referring to, me and my dad think. It wasn't the, let me see, what was it? I don't even know if I've got that bit of it. It was what was underneath anyway. I'm not explaining it. Haven't seen it. It was a tweet. It's actually on. Oh, I have to go on the Q. Right. I'll show you again. I'll go over to QAnon.pub. Right. It's an actual Q post. Now, Soapbox didn't pick up on it. A lot of people haven't picked up on it. But my dad said, look underneath, because this is what you've got to do sometimes. Sometimes it's not the thing you think it is. You're looking at something else. So, we've got a new Q post. I don't know because I've not looked at it. But it was to, I think it was, hang on. It was this one, right? 2947. So you go on 2947, see this link? You tap on the link. Hi, I'll come in a minute and read you little things. So it's this woman called Maggie Haberman or something who's, I don't know if she's supposed to be good anyway, but it's not the point. Everyone was looking at this. Everyone was looking at this. Oh, what's this? Oh, on the Q train intercom attention passengers, the intercom phone is for emergencies only. It is not for asking the conductor questions. We're not looking at that. We're looking at underneath it. And someone put, where is it? Don't tell me it's been removed. Hang on, do I have to go on her channel? Right, what's going on here? Right, maybe it's moved down with different comments, but the ones that was straight underneath it when we looked, maybe not now, was this picture. Let me get it up. Was this. Someone had put this up. And it says 55 years. You remember when John was at the rally last year in Ohio and things like that, and he kept putting hand up, 5 for 5. Like, what's 5 for 5? 5 for 5. 55 years. 55 years later, we will truly give thanks. 11/22/2018. 2018. We all thought it was the 11th of the 11th. Guess what, people? And then there was a picture under that straight after it, which was this. Justice is coming. QAnon. Who's that little boy? Tiffany Blue. John. Punisher's coming. So that's what we were looking at. So, So, celebrate. JFK Jr. tweeted saying he is going to reveal himself and family at Trump's house today. Trump public. Yeah, that's what I mean. At 9 a.m. Oh, what time will that be over here? Because I know that's why I'll be looking on my phone in a bit. That's why I'm coming on, and I'll be looking on my phone while I'm on here. It might be live. But here's another thing. Someone's tweeted out this. I think it's hilarious. 2 p.m. Woohoo! That's why I had to come on before. Are you ready for this? Right, you know on Call Dolly Daydream? This is hilarious. I can't remember what my dad said this was. But anyway, it was somebody's tweet. And if my dad was on here, he'd tell me. But this tweet came up by... I don't know who it's by, but it says... Right, here's the tweet. Right. Is the parade that Q mentioned for November 2018? JFK Jr. lived in New York, met Donald Trump in New York, chosen location for re-entry. He at the Trump Tower. I'm so glad I'm coming to New York next year. A parade that will never be forgotten. And then it's got all these little, like little pictures underneath. So let's just, one of them was Thanksgiving. I think, yeah, it's a post off Q or off the Chan. Thanksgiving, something like that. Something about, I can't see, sorry, because I'm going to show you this map. I don't know what that is because I can't enlarge it because my dad sent it me. I don't know whose post it was. Something else. And then my dad enlarged me this old book from way back when, right? Do you want to see the picture of the old book? Something about the Great Parade, it was called. Can't stop laughing. It's called the Great Parade. Right, let me just show you the picture again. Oh, it's so funny. I can't enlarge, hang on. I can enlarge it, but the end of the book's at the bottom right. It's this book called The Great Parade or whatever it is. And then obviously it's got a bit of the book missing at the bottom. You never guess what it says at the bottom. Obviously because it's a picture of New York. Obviously maybe it says this at the bottom. Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Because obviously it's the musical on the front of the book, but don't you think that's hilarious, seeing as my YouTube's called, everyone calls me Dolly, and it's Dolly Daydream. It says Hello, Dolly on it. Hello, Dolly. I said to my dad, well, maybe I was part of the divine plan, with not even knowing it. I just thought it was hilarious. Oh, God. So that's Eastern time. It will be 9 a.m. here, 1 p.m. your time, Dolly. Yeah, they said about 1 p.m. That's why I'm on. So I'll be... what will it be on, like Golden State News or something? What will it be on? I'm looking. What am I best off keeping an eye on? That's what I mean. It's now. That's why I needed to come on. But I'm sort of gonna look for something why I'm live here, because I just wanted to tell you a few things before I go and watch it myself. Yeah, maybe. They said like between 1 and whatever, so we don't know yet. So if anyone knows if anything's showing at the minute, I've got my phone in. But I'm not going to be on for long because I'm going to be looking at a few things. There's Tommy Robinson doing stuff over here today with the veterans that I showed you yesterday. There's everything going on. So I don't want to keep anyone from sort of watching stuff. But I did want to just come and talk for, 15 minutes, 10 minutes or something, just about... what was going on last night and stuff. So yeah, I've got my blue top and like I said, I'm just warming up, so I can't take this off yet because I'm too cold. I've got my bracelet on with a bit of bit of blue, trying to get a bit of colour in there. So yeah, so I went to down the nature way, and I put the video up to say thanks to everyone queuing and everything. You know, I'm back with my magnifying glass. Dave, I'm going to tell you about all that in a minute, because I know some of you got back to me. I think it was, is it Marie? I can't say your name. Talking about the crystal, you know, I can see them now. Oh my God, it's because I'm under the light. I couldn't see them in the daylight because it has to be really sunny, because the sun is not very shiny today. But I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. Let me get my phone on it. I'm going to talk about this in a minute, because I found it amaze balls, but I don't think, I hate this light. Let me see if I've got my phone switched right up so I can blast some light on it. But yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, because I've just telling my dad something. I rang him when I was going to the nature park, and I was like, oh, this is really weird. Let me see. I wonder if I can get under a brighter light. Hang on a minute, these lights in here are terrible. Actually, let me see if I move from here, because I'm going to tell you all about it in the mirror. I wish it was. Can I stand under a bright light? Oh. See, I can see it, but the camera, I don't know if it's... Hang on a minute. Seeing my best to go. See, I can see it, but... And you can see it last night because it was really under a strong light last night. Hang on a minute. And maybe... Let me go to my bathroom light. But I'm going to explain that for people who think, what the hell is she talking about? And I know some of you told me last night that you saw it, and what I believe it is now, because like I said, I've had a shower this morning, I've been out. It's not anything I've put on my body in the shower, because I don't put stuff on. I haven't got body lotion on or anything like that. So let's see. Is it better in here? Hang on. Trying to get under one of the bright lights. Oh, I'm going to have to do it again. I'm not standing over all day doing it. I did it last night anyway. I can see it, but this camera is naff. And the thing is, like I said, if you're having the experience with it, you'll know. You know what I mean? People go, oh, it's not real, it's this, that, the other. It's like, well, if you can see it, you know what I'm talking about. And I know a couple of you got back to me and said you were. So, it's cold over here. Where are you at? Up north. Up north, Jon Snow. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a minute, because I know some of you, holy shit, I'm glistening. Exactly. Woo! But I will talk about that in a minute, because it's very exciting and very weird, but very exciting. So, yeah, I went down there and the guy was saying that. And then if anyone's seen the video before, and it's on 17 watching, there was a lovely little doggy that went past. I used to have a dog like that. It was a greyhound. It was gorgeous. And I was talking to the lady about a dog, and it was just gorgeous down there. So, talking about the shininess that I can't show you at the minute because the light is so rubbish. It's got to be in really bright sunshine, really. If you go outside, so obviously if you're in a nice warm place, you'll probably see it. But today it's a bit overcast, isn't it? It's a bit back to the story. Yeah, well, back to the story. So if anyone saw the if anyone saw the video last night with the crystalline, the shiny hands, and I thought it was makeup, and I was like, oh well, it's makeup, and I kept doing this and it won't come off, and I kept thinking, oh, but it's only on my palms, because the lady I was talking about yesterday, yeah, the Brexit betrayal, the 9th of December, thank you, was if you go over to T Taylor's, you'll see her talking about the Ascension and what this is, going to the light body. Makes sense when you go and watch it, for the people that are into all this. You know, because you resonate. That's why I say you go to channels and resonate with. If you don't resonate, you're not on the same vibe. If you resonate, you know what I'm talking about. Especially if it's happening, you need to go over and look over. So sparkly. So she said, when she came in yesterday, she said it starts on the palm of your hands, and that's where it started. And I'm like, oh my God. So I thought I was going mad. So I didn't sleep all last night. I don't know if I did. I just feel like it's on my face. Yeah, it can go everywhere. I've not looked properly yet. And the light's not very good, and it's not very it's not sunshine bright today, you know, like sunlight. The sun's out, oh, it's cloudy. Yeah, it's not good. But I didn't sleep all last night, and then I just had to get out of bed at stupid o'clock in the morning and have to look, and I was like, oh my God, and it seems to get more glittery and glittery, because that's what it looks like, crystals or something. So I was like, wow. So I'm walking down this nature park today, and I've had an epiphany about, or whatever the word is, this. If I can find it. No, the wrong one. No, I'm lying. I did have it, I don't know where it is. The book, Twilight, not the book, the film, right. If you've not seen Twilight, I was trying to explain to my dad, I don't know which Twilight one it was, if it was the thingy of the moon or whatever it was, but I'm thinking, hang on a minute, because she did mention that. She said like a vampire. Now, if you've seen Twilight, we all know vampires can't go in the light. That's what the story's told. We all know vampires, you know, are supposed to be evil, this, that, and the other. But in Twilight, you've got the good vampires and the bad vampires. Because like I said, people say witches, there's good and the bad. Because down here, it's duality, as I keep saying. There's good and bad of everything. So we can call Hillary a witch and Obama bitch the witch. She is a witch. But they're for the dark side. So I don't care what people say. There's good and bad down here because this has been duality. So there's good and bad of whatever. You know, there's a dark occult and a light occult. I liked all the lighty culty stuff, obviously. Don't like that side. So I'm sorry if anyone's offended by that. But it is. There's good and bad. Like I said, there's good and bad people in the church. We know that because there's arrests happening and stuff like that. So I don't need to be told about, you know, all that sort of stuff. So... yeah, so people will vibe with me, know what I'm talking about. So this is me when I come in here thinking out loud. So I'm thinking, so the vampires. So they had the Cullen family with the funny yellow eyes. When he goes up the tree, when he's with, I can't remember her name, he goes into the sunlight, right? And his body shines like glittery, and she's like, wow. And the reason why they can walk around in the daylight there, because vampires are not supposed to, is because where they live is very overcast and it's thick, dense, you know, there's a lot of forest there if anyone's seen the film. And I'm thinking, yeah, like today, it's cold, it's that cloud, you know, the sun's not coming through, the sun's not warm either, so you couldn't see yourself glistening. And I thought that makes me think of chemtrails as well, smogging the sun up, as well as if they're being used to drop crap on us. Also covering the sun up because we need the sun. It's like our solar body needs the sun. Right, energy, we need that, that's our free energy. We need it from the sun, that's why people get depressed. So I'm thinking, when there's all this cloudy stuff, that doesn't look like cloud, like natural cloud, it's smogging the sun up, so we're not getting it's like they've been hiding us from the ascension because we're not getting the sunshine to see ourselves glistening. We are now in bits, because I'm like, wow, this is mad. I can see it under my skin now, it's not glitter. I can't explain to anyone unless it's happening. So I'm thinking, yeah, they're covering up the coming ascension. It is the ascension. We're all crystal beings, really. It's crystal DNA, not carbon. And even, Dave, I know you said you saw it. When I looked up close on my camera, not with my eyes, I saw the little black bits, which she's saying is carbon. And I was like, this is mad. You know, when people say you're glowing, and some people have saying, oh, you're looking a bit younger. I'm like, well... maybe it's that. And I was even telling my dad, and my dad was he doesn't go down every rabbit hole. I'm afraid I do. But this was amazing to me, and what resonates, because I can see it now. I wish I could just get it on now. Let me see. Oh. I might try and get it on my phone after and put it up again today in the daylight. I was hoping it was going to be a bit like the other day when it was a bit warmer and the sun was really bright and warm, if you know what I mean. It's not today. So then I'm thinking of Twilight. I'm thinking, yeah, he ascends up the tree, doesn't he? If you're thinking how I'm thinking, he ascends up the tree to the top of the tree, because a massive tree is, to get to the sunlight, and shows her his glittery crystal body. So I'm like, yeah, but they're trying to put it in a film that, that's, you're a mutant or it's evil if if you saw someone shining, it's like, oh, they're a bad vampire, they're evil. But remember, they were good and bad in that, vegetarian. So I thought, see how they twist little things up in stories? Take the vampire thing out of the equation. I'm not really talking about that. They're putting that out there. They're like hybrids, aren't they, basically? And that's what they're saying. If the nymphling, or whatever you call it, or the Anunnaki bred with males and females or whatever, we're hybrids. You know what I'm talking about? ETs, hybrids. So to me, we're being hidden from what we really are. We're light beings, we're stars. We are part of the stars, stardust. We have stardust in us. This is why people are beginning to shine, but you've got to be on the frequency to do it. 2 people yesterday, I know you're here now, said they saw it too. It's amazing. It should go all over your body and everywhere. Mine's obviously just coming because it's on my palms. I've not checked. Oh, no. I've not checked yet, but I will be watching. You're a sky full of stars. Yes, and I do believe, I said the other day, I see now, because we're all stars, we're all celestial beings, light beings. What are in the sky that are shining down on us, twinkling stars? I said this the other day. I believe that we do reincarnate. We're like, light bodies that come into the physical, having an experience. And I was watching a Dora, right, I'm going to find the video. But I think maybe when you pass, when your spirit goes back up, if you want to stay there for a bit, you're like a star. You're a celestial being of light in the sky. That's what stars are. They vibrate and move and sing. They're alive. Isn't that what we are? Do you burn a lot of sage? No, I've got an incense there and I have got sage. I don't actually like the smell of it. I have used it because I've wafted it around my house. I do it now and again. Yeah. So I always, with Stardust, like I said, the film, Stardust, when she comes down, she's physical, but she said she watches from above. But when she goes up there, she's a light being. It's me thinking out loud. Souls. Oh, new stars are born. New stars are born. Is that someone's soul? You ascend to the sky. You're a light being. All them, to me, it reminds me of all the stars in the sky are all light beings. Us, family, whatever. I know you've got your big ones that are like the star systems and like, they'll say the Big Dipper or the Seven Sisters and this, that and the other, because they're like the celestial being gods sort of thing, if you get what I'm saying, which are all part of the one source, because we're all part of one, but we're all there together. If anyone gets what I'm saying. That's how I see it. My crickets outside are chirping at a much higher frequency. Yeah, and the bird, it's just, when you're on this vibe, you're just like, oh my God, it's amazing. Because my dad's a bit like, I don't know what you're talking about, because he hasn't seen Twilight, but it was just me thinking about, if it's always smoggy, especially over here, and they're always putting these chemtrails in the sky to do poisonous, whatever, clog the sun up, because we know we need the sun for energy. Our bodies are solar bodies, celestial bodies, we need the sun, stopping us from shining. But because this is all getting broken down, if it's happening now, you can tell good's winning because people are starting to shine and we're not having much of that anymore, are we? Not sure if it's a wonderful life or matter of life and death, or both, neither. Where the stars talk to each other. Yeah, the stars talk to each other. Life and death, like I said, this is duality, and what's happening is with the ascension, it's coming into one. So everything's going to be one love. It's not going to be duality like evil and good. It's just going to be one, which will be love. That's it. If anyone gets what I'm saying. But you all come on your own path. Even like T. Taylor said, and that's why I really love her, because she was like, it's not somebody's higher than the other. Someone's ascended higher than the other. There are ascended masters, as we know, if you've heard about the rainbow ascension with ascended masters who've sat there and meditated and all that. But nobody, like, some people have come in here and been like, I got this crystal stuff all over me. Yeah, Dave, have you been on T. Taylor's channel? And then go and look up the people's channel talking about ascending and the symptoms and that, and you'll see. You think it's weird, but it makes sense to me. So if you watch T. Taylor, the channel, and go through her videos, and you're like, yeah, I get it, it just vibes with me. Absolutely vibes with me. But, line of the... Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So I just think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. It's what people, and that's why I'm not into people going, oh, you don't have to believe me. It's like I said, no one can say to me that isn't real, that isn't true. It's happening to me. I can see it, so that's my truth, and that's it. And if it's happening to other people, then you know what I'm talking about. Other people who come and go, because I've had this in a few chats, where someone's come in and gone, oh, it's not this, it's not that. You're not, we don't all absolutely know everything. I know they say we know everything, but it's like, yes, but you're not any better than anybody else. We all come in our own time. We all come on a path, even if it's a different path, and we all come together. Like I said yesterday, the serpent going up the spine, and then it comes, the sun at the top is love, what we are. That we all come into the same place at the end of the day. Even if you've done bad things in the end and you want to turn good, we all come to the same path at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how you got there. Just because I'm not doing it the same way as somebody else doesn't mean it's wrong, or it doesn't mean it's wrong for you. You're thinking, I haven't seen this, I haven't seen that. It doesn't matter. We'll all get there in the end. I came across, now I've heard of this woman before, channeling and to do with ETs and all this good stuff, but the one I heard today, I was like, oh my God, amazeballs, what have I just been talking about? So, I'll show you this video. So things are just coming in. I'm like, oh. So I don't know what anyone thinks about that, but wowzers, it's like crystals. It is like crystals. And the more you look at it, the more they shine. It's mad. I can see it on my hand now. And you like that. And someone said on T. Taylor's channel, and I thought, I'm glad she said something as well. Someone went, why are you fooling people? Why don't you wash your hands? And this, that, and the other. And it's like, she doesn't need to let any, you know what I mean? Just look, I've been like that going, like she said, you think it's makeup, but it's not. It's like under your skin. It's weird. It's weird. It's brilliant though. Right. So, has anyone heard of? Now this is T. Taylor's. I'll just show you T. Taylor's. If anyone's not seen it, it looks like this. Hers is more shiny because it comes on more and more. But let me show you.
It's kind of really pretty, crystally, bluish, purplish, pastel-y. Like if I'm out in the sun, that's kind of what this top part, that's kind of what my whole body looks like when I'm out in the sun a little bit now, which is kind of cool. I mean,
when she's out in the sun, so doesn't that remind you of Twilight? Now, that's why you need to go and check her channel. She's more sparkly because she's been going through this for a bit. It's like things coming away from you, and the more we're ascending. Infinite now time and the ability of light, your adventure at your pace. Thank you, Harry. It is everyone's adventure at their pace. So no one should get like, it's not happening to me yet, or I did it this way and you should do this way. Like you should go and meditate and I do it like this. It's like T. Taylor said, she said, it's all in your own time and people come through it different ways. You might be meditating a different way. It doesn't mean you have to go and sit down and meditate. It doesn't mean you even have to be meditating. You're just coming through it a different way. Then I came across, it's reprogramming of our DNA. Exactly, that's what it is. It's reprogramming our DNA from carbon to crystalline, or whatever you call it, DNA, which we were, but, been deceived as, if anyone gets what I'm saying. Can see the glitter sparkle on my hands, and when I hold the phone, I touch directly on my hand in the dark room. It's bonkers, isn't it? But it's great. So then I watched, some of you are going to know who this is. I've come across her and not watched a lot of videos. Is it Dolores? I think this lady. Now, I've watched her video and I was like, oh my God. Let me see which one she talks about. Now, I was talking about antennas, meaning hair. She's talking about, she's brilliant. She was talking about, I've not just come across it now, but just come across this video. People born in a certain age, and she even said, even some in the early 40s, she said, are people who like an antennae. And I thought, I've been talking about antennae. And she said, and some people, because you go through different ways of doing stuff, channeling this, that, and the other. Yeah, Vril. I've talked about Vril. Thank you very much. She said, some are just here to project their positivity. And I thought, well, that sounds like me. But they're here on this earth. That sounds like me. I'm talking about kids with what I was talking about yesterday with ADHD and kids who've got what is it with the vaccine thing and the labelled and all this and not. It's because they're very clever children and they're not in this world, if you know what I mean. They're very bored. They need challenging because they know, they always know. They're bored at school because they know it's a pack of lies, if you know what I mean. That's what I was saying yesterday and that's what she was saying. So let me find the video. And I was just like, wow, the more you learn, the more you know. That's why people say, oh, following people, follow the right people. And it's not following people because someone was going on about Q. And it's like, Yeah, I followed Q a lot at the beginning. I don't follow it properly. It's just like when you know how to research, you know what sort of people to go and watch. So that's, whatever. But she said, let me just see what she said. I think it's this one. Just listen. I was like, wow.
Or they go back to the source.
Source is God or whatever you want to call it.
From the source into this world.
Yes, yeah. Very disturbing.
Don't know if it's this video.
And when they're there, it is so full of love. And it's all, well, some people say they think the early 60s would fall into the same pattern.
Right, listen to this.
Because that's about how long ago that we dropped the bomb. But these are the ones.
Yeah, they're talking about star seeds. I think so. Someone called me a star seed last year and I didn't know what they were going on about.
They have good families, they have jobs. But
Just listen to this a minute.
They don't like it. They want to go home. They don't know where home is, but they know it's not here. They don't like the violence, they don't understand it, and many of these first waivers have tried to commit suicide.
First waivers, right, let me stop there. This is why I was like amazed. She said tried to commit suicide. She's talking about people who are a bit older than me or even the same age as me, who've come in. And I've known a lot of people that I went to school with that have committed suicide. And that's what I was saying yesterday. Some people are born in, reincarnated, a spirit into a body where they've come in because we don't know when we're here. We're like, what's going on? I don't understand this. I don't like it. They look around at all the, let's say, sheeple, the people who aren't awake, and think, I'm in yeah, your second wave. Yeah, it must be second wave. Yeah, and she said, and that just resonated. And I thought it totally makes sense. She said, some of these people have killed themselves because they think they're in the wrong world. They know they are because other people are asleep and they're feeling different and they can't understand it and everyone thinks they're mad. So this is why people have done this. This is what I believe. And that's very sad. But listen to the next bit.
Question at this point.
I'm not that wave.
And they went through the traditional thing that happens when you incarnate here, which is
Incarnate here.
case of amnesia, and they don't understand consciously what they're doing here. What
Told you, JP, you're ascending, you're getting on the right vibrations. Oh my God, you're sparkling. Keep an eye on it. It starts on your hands, apparently. Watch
The first waiver
T. Taylor. I'm telling you now. See, we're all vibrating at the same thing. Just listen a few minutes to what she says.
living like everybody else. It's the second wave that are doing different things. But the first wave are the ones who
That's why I said no one can tell you you're wrong if you're experiencing it yourself, and that's all I'm saying.
don't want to be here, and they wanted to commit suicide. They've had a very hard time. But the second wave, I found, would be in their 20s, 30s, maybe some over into the 40s. And when I'm doing them, they said they are called antennas, generators. They're here just to generate positive.
Weren't I talking about antennae? Weren't I talking about generators like my crystal with a thing on it? Generators. Haven't I not been talking about, and I talked about the Frill Society, antennae and hair. Have I not been talking about, so listen to this. This is what wave I think I am.
Energy to affect everyone else.
Listen to that again,
that
sorry.
makes sense. My son is in that age group, and he and
Called antennas, generators. They're here just to generate positive energy to affect everyone else.
yes, that makes sense. My son is in that age group, and he and his friends are just beautiful beings who really do work toward generating communal friendships, supporting each other, non-judgment. It's beautiful.
Well, they said those kind of people can walk through a crowded mall or a store and their energy will affect anyone that is there.
Yes.
Not consciously, they don't realize what they're doing, but their energy is supposed to be generated to affect other people. And I had people come and say, what's my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing here? And the second wave, they'll usually say, you're just to be. And they don't like that when they wake up. They say, but I wanted to be doing something. All you're supposed to do is just be and allow the energy to affect other people.
Yes.
But the irony of it is that a lot of the second waivers don't like people. And they don't want to be around them. Their energy bothers them. But they're supposed to be affecting people, so they stay home. So they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
I'm at home.
A lot of the second waivers, some of the first and the second do get married. But a lot of them don't want to because
I'm not married.
It's sticky, it's dense, yes.
And the second wave especially, they don't want to have children. Because they said having
Happy
children
tears.
creates
So
karma.
I've got children. So I'm not
They
that
don't want
one.
to make any more karma. They want to do what they're supposed to do and get out
Just
of
listen
here.
to what
They
she's
don't want
saying
to
a
be stuck
minute.
here.
Brilliant.
Because if they create karma, they're going to have to stay. So many of them don't want children, and they work from their home. The second waivers do is they keep away from people. But they're very gentle, loving people. And I asked them one time, well, why did the first wave have such a hard time?
Just listening to this a
Somebody
minute.
has to be the beginning. Somebody has to be the one that creates the path.
Talk about that in a minute.
The way shower. And they started, and then the others, the second wave followed, so they had an easier time.
Yes. And that makes sense.
That's the
And now
difference.
their children are these little amazing little
Listen to the
3, 4,
children.
5, 6.
Well, not theirs.
Is
It's
what I was
just the
saying.
third wave.
The third wave,
Yeah.
yes. The third wave of
Because
beings.
some of them don't
could
want
be,
children.
right, some of them could be, they're born to whomever, but that next one is really
The
interesting.
third wave are the children. And some of them now are in their teens.
Just listen to this bit and then I'll come and chat about, listen about the kids.
But these are the hope of the world. They're the gift of the world. They're here to really make a difference. And, of course, the last thing these children should be done is put on medicine,
Oh,
medication.
gosh. Oh.
That's the last
Let's not
thing,
even go
because they
there.
are functioning at a different level. They have come in with all of their genetics, everything is in place, because they are a totally new species. And I've spoke at conferences about the new children, where they're trying to educate the educators. And they have panels.
That's what I
of
said
these
yesterday.
kids. And they're always saying, well, they're disruptive in the classrooms. That's why they have to put them on the medication. And they've said at the conferences, the reason is they're disruptive is because they're bored.
Yes.
They said they say the teacher would ask them for an answer to a problem, a math problem or something. They tell them the answer. The teacher wants to know, how did you find the answer? They said, I just know it.
I've got a story in a
And
minute.
to them, that's not enough. They want them to explain how they came by it. So that's very aggravating to one of these
Yes.
children. And another thing, they said they go over and over and over again the same material when I got it the first time. So they're bored. So what I was told to tell people, the teachers and the parents, is to give these kids challenges. When the other kids are doing the other stuff, take these kids aside, maybe give them a special project, a paper to write, or something different that will challenge their minds. And they said, even if you just give them something, the younger ones, something to tear apart and put back together again,
Yes.
it's giving them a challenge.
So they can use their creativity and their
Yeah.
knowledge. Yes.
Otherwise, they're sitting around, well, I don't, I'm bored, I don't want to do this again. Give them something different. And that's how they should be treated. And they have a different way of thinking, because they do grasp everything so quickly.
So what are they being, they've incarnated specifically for helping guide humanity, not just technologically, but in terms of science, in every which way, because of their ability
Yeah,
to
they're,
retain
like
knowledge?
I said, they're the gift of the world.
Yeah.
Nova had a special, it's been a few years ago.
Oh, this makes me emotional. Hang on a minute. I'm letting the light in. I don't know why I'm not in the light. Oh, he's an old soul, so smart. So is my 3-year-old son, and yeah. So I'm getting upset. I've happy tears because I'll give you this video because you need to go and watch it because I resonate with this so much. It's Agapimo? I don't know. It's probably all over, but this I will put it in after the video loads. After this, if you can see this, Agapamor. No, it's not that, right? I realised something again today. This is me thinking out loud. When I talk to you, it's me with my thoughts thinking out loud. Now, she goes on about all that. When I saw that talk about the antennae, and I was like, oh my God. I think, did I say I was a second wave? People just putting positivity out, connecting with people, a lot start staying in. I've become a hermit for a little bit because, like I said, I'm not interested in drinking and all that. Doesn't mean I don't have fun and stuff. It's just, I don't have the money to go out, but I've not been bothered because all I've been bothered about is trying to connect with people on here and talking about certain stuff. And then it came to today where we are now. And they said it's some people are just there, star seeds, whatever you want to call them, just putting positivity out and thinking, Well, that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to lift people on a higher vibe, and now we're seeing things, and people are even saying now, "Oh yeah, I'm starting to see it." Like it's there now. It's amazing. So, guess that was my job. But then when I'm thinking about the kids, what's got me upset today is, when you say about forgiveness, even people that maybe you find hard to forgive. Now, I don't want to go on too much about this. Now, someone I used to date, and I need to just tell this story, someone I know, when they were at school, they were classed as they had ADHD. So, they put them on Ritalin or whatever. And I was trying to say this to a friend on Facebook once, and she took it the wrong way and thought it was being nasty. She didn't understand what I was saying. And now to this day, now I understand. And that's what I was trying to say then, but I probably couldn't get it out in a better way. She thought I was being nasty. Now, through school, this will be kids who've got ADHD, not just this person that I know. Through school, people used to pick on him because, he'd act out and they'd, what I believe is they would pick on him. He'd get caught, fighting because he'd get angry because the, stressed about everyone going on and everything with them because they felt different, because they didn't feel normal, let's say normal to everyone else sitting there doing as they're told, when, like she said on there, their attention span is a little bit different. They get bored very easily and they need more things to challenge them. But obviously the schools aren't challenging them that much. They're just leaving them with the other kids that are doing sort of the normal things. I don't like saying that, but like she said on there, they need to take these kids away and challenge them more with things that they need challenging the brain, because they are different. They are the next generation. So, we get into fights and all that. Didn't really stay on the Ritalin because I don't think they liked it, because like she was saying about medicine. So really, I look at that now, and because this person used to get angry with me because I lived with them, certain things, and I used to think, oh, it's because they've got ADHD. No, you blame it on that. But now when I look back, I forgive this person as well, because I think, yeah, if you've known, even when I was at school, I didn't really like it. I liked it to talk to people, but I wasn't really interested because, like I said, I must have known deep down inside the things we are learning isn't what we should be learning. It's not history, it's his story, who was writing it at the time. Hi. So if you get what I'm saying, even kids with, because Trump's son had that, what's it called, Barron, and they don't give him vaccines, autistic children, they're very clever. Even some kids that can't talk, like disabled children, they're communicating in different ways, they're feeling different ways, because they've got antennae, they've got feelers that go out there, they know. They don't need to, if they can't speak, if you get what I'm saying. So I can see him now. You got to let it out and go forgive. Yeah, and I do forgive this person, forgive him anyway, but looking back now, I was still angry with a bit of his anger, but now I see what his anger was. He won't know this, he doesn't know this. Because this person goes out and drinks and stuff like that, and I think that is, when people do that a lot, they're trying to cover feelings up or trying to be in a group because then it makes them feel normal, when really that's not helping who you are. You should be going within, like we all are, most of us are, if you get what I'm saying. So I forgive him that way, because now I look back, I think, yeah, he's one of these souls that came in, he's not understanding why everyone's doing this, that and the other. He's getting angry at people around him, even people he says he loves, but he can't help it because he's always had that since a child, like people always getting on at him and people always making fun. So if you get what I'm saying, I understand that now more, that I'd love to write a text to that person, but they wouldn't get it because they're not on my wavelength at the minute. They just think I was trying to take the mick. Do you know what I mean? And I don't see it like that. It is hard to be around them people, because I know the person with them now, it's very hard to be with that person. And I think they go off and do certain things because they're trying to feel normal, but what they don't realise is their normal that they're trying to be with their friends, who are the sleeping people, are the ones that need to wake up to that way, if you get what I'm saying. So when I watched that, it was just amazing. I was just like, oh, it's emotional baggage we must not carry. Yeah. And I can see that now. I forgave anyway, because I thought I'm not with that person, it doesn't really matter. But now I'm seeing more. I'm like, yeah, you have to forgive yourself. Yeah, and also my eldest is a bit of a pain in the backside, and we have a bit of a funny relationship because, he's a teenager, and he hated school because he said, I'm not learning anything, which makes me think, I can't blame him in a way. It's like, I know he's not been learning anything at school, if you get what I'm saying. Your inner self is coming through. Yeah, and then I look at my 3-year-old, because obviously there's a massive age difference, because my eldest is 19 soon, and then I've got a 3-year-old. For a 3-year-old, I know they're into technology and they can do all that. I don't let him go on my phone a lot on YouTube and all that because I think it affects them. Like my eldest one loves gaming, but all the time it's like, you need to get a life. But we know, I even forgive that in my son. People can say it's a parent's fault. Yeah, it's a parent's fault. It's been my fault when he got a computer at the age of 14. He didn't have one straight away because I wouldn't let him. And my eldest one, I don't want to. But then there's that sense of, we've all been deceived. So forgive yourself. Hi, happy Thanksgiving. But also my 3-year-old, for a 3-year-old, he's very clever. He's just very clever. He doesn't hardly eat a lot of meat. He doesn't, that's not me telling not to. He'll tell me if I'm wrong. And I'm like, you're a 3-year-old. Why am I having like an adult conversation with a 3-year-old? What's going on? His teacher said at his parents' evening, his first one, he's very clever. He's very, like the conversations you can have with him. And I'm like, I know, but he's 3 and it's like, I can't, like, do you know what I mean? Alcohol and pharmaceuticals dull your sensitivities. They do, and I know people might go, oh yeah, it's like a drink, but I fell off all that. I fell off it ages ago because it does. Alcohol is like, I think of it like, when someone was saying about, I was saying about Native American Indians that the other day, no, not Native Americans, it's spirits coming in. You can be, you're not on your guard as much, are you, when you're drunk? So things can happen. And I look back to the past, as in the days of like, say, tribal people or, warring people. Like, say, like, Fox News. Thank you. I'll be watching it then. What time is it? Okay, I've got time. Thank you. Say for instance, just to put it out there, say like Lord of the Rings. I like watching that. Now all the little, everyone was coming together and they were fighting, the evil. So they'd be there all around the campfire and we'll all have a drink. Like Vikings and that. But if you got too drunk, you're not going to hear your enemy coming, are you? Because you're too drunk, and you're not going to be at your best for fighting, are you? If you want to put it that way, because you're drunk. You're not alert enough. It's about being alert, because these energies can come in, these negative energies. You're not alert if you're drinking all the time, because you think you're drinking to chill out, to help with a certain situation. You wake up in the morning, it's still the same. This is why you've got to go within, because you'll find happiness not through a bottle. Do you know what I mean? And I don't just mean people who just have a couple of drinks. My mum has a couple, like to relax. I don't do that. I relax with a hot drink. I'm not saying when I was younger, I used to drink like an idiot. My dad will tell you. But isn't that an ascension? Stepping up the ladder. You're younger. You experience the daft stuff. You go through all that. And as we get older, we realise that certain stuff starts falling away. Not with everybody. Because some people get into too much drinking where that's all they do. Because the world around, it's boring. What's all this about? It's not. It's a beautiful place. Now I'm thinking about hair. I've been talking about hair, the antennae. We know about the Vril Society that I've talked about if people haven't looked into that. Firewater is alcohol. It's bringing out demons. Yeah, that's what they say. Especially like spirits. Spirits. What are spirits? Spirit drinks. Spirits. It's bringing out the worst in you, because the person I was with, when they drank, with the way they were feeling because of how they were when they were younger, when really they are a person of knowing, but they've been suppressed because people used to laugh at them at school and all that, so they're still holding that anger, if you get what I'm saying. Drink, yeah, whiskey, drank that when I was younger. I don't like the smell of it. Was when he got drunk, he was awful, violent, horrible. The demons coming out, if you want to say it like that way. Oh my God, it was awful. Got to go to it, bye, yeah. Peace, love and, I'll say peace, love and light, but yeah. My wife who drinks too much. That's what I mean, but people get into it because it's a thing, it's on adverts. So have a drink, have this, that. My mum's always like, at Christmas, have a drink. I'm like, I'm not really bothered. Have some champagne. I'm not really bothered. I don't even like it. It doesn't bother me. Some people go, oh, that's boring. It's not boring. I don't need it. But I'm not saying don't have a drink. I'm just saying, it's a thing of being, you're not alert. And then I'm thinking about hair again, thinking, right, I'm getting white hairs. As you can see, that's a big white hair sticking out now. They're not grey. They're pure white. My nana's hair went, it went grey and then it went that pure white, beautiful. And then I'm thinking, well, like with women dye the hair and men, not all men. And I like men with silver hair, silver fox and all that. And women are starting to let it come out now because it looks beautiful. And some young girls are dyeing it, bleaching it, aren't they, to be grey because it's in fashion at the minute, the fashion thing. Julian Carver tried to get her out more and interested in the thing. Yeah, and my best to your daughter, mine needs to get off. And I know this is what I mean. People need to find their own way. They will find their own way in the end, but they've got to want to do it. That's why I said you've got to be watching people in higher vibrations and good things and all that. It's the Irish in you. Yeah, I've got Irish in me, but I'm thinking the white hair. If we're light beams and all this crystalline things coming through, isn't that coming through your hair? Isn't that why your hair's going white? I know people say, oh, it's in your genes. Well, maybe it is. Oh, it's because they normally say, don't they, if you've got white hair, it's because you're wise. Well, you are wiser when you begin to ascend because you begin to see what things, the way they really are. So, isn't it funny how, oh, dye your hair, it makes you cold when you've got white hair? Is that them trying to fool us again to cover what we really are up? Well, I have got Irish in the family somewhere, obviously. My second name is Flannery, and it's Irish, and it used to be O'Flannery, but they knocked the O off, and it was a Celtic. It means sons of red eyebrows when you look into the name, sons of red eyebrows, so they must have had red hair. And it was also like dated back, like Vikings. So maybe that's why I'm always going on about Vikings. So, yeah, with the Irish in there. And one of my mum's dad's dad was from County Tyrone. So, we've all got a bit of Irish in us, haven't we? A bit of Celtic now. Going to Ireland next year. I've only been once, but I'm going to Ireland next year. Dublin. That should be good. I like grass red. Yeah, I'm not saying, don't enjoy your drink, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, and I think I looked into our family crest or something was an oak tree, Oh, I love oak trees, wise oak tree. I think, yeah, that's good. But yeah, so does anyone get what I'm saying? I'm thinking, yeah, they tell us to cover our hair up because remember they tell us to do all this stuff and saying it's good for us. Oh, cover your hair up, dye it. What's hair dye? Dye. The word dye. They use words. Hair dye. You're killing your hair with hair dye because it's chemicals. But are we not covering up what we really are? This is what I really am. This what's starting to come through now. Can you see it? I know it's not fully, but it's all coming round here. Isn't that not the light coming through? Does anyone get what I'm saying? Yeah, they say sink and all that, and oh, it's you're not getting enough iron. But then I think, yeah, that's what they say. And we all know about what they say and what some of the things says on Google and this, that and the other and how they lie about like distilled water's not good for me. And someone came on here and went, yes, it is, because they say it is. They went, you'll find out it's not. You need to be drinking distilled water and get the fluoride out of your water. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to be very careful. I'm not saying it's for definite, but I'm just saying, isn't it strange? And look, can you see? See it all? And it's coming in round here. And I've got pieces under here, and that's why I'm trying to let it come out, because I'm like, see it? So I'm a bit like, but they lie to us all the time, you know what I mean? They say, oh yeah, they used to put it, women were scared of letting the white come through because, oh, it makes me look old. When I said, no, it doesn't. You have to maybe change your makeup colour and you have to change your clothing because, you're not as dark or as blonde as you were because you've gone white. And I do think it's a beautiful hair colour. You can get many different colours, salt and pepper. But when it goes really white, because if you think about it, a lot of, people you think are full of wisdom and that, and yogis and all that, they've let all the hair go white. It's like a natural process, but it just makes me think white hair, crystalline bodies, full of the light. It's like your hair's turning to the light. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone get what I'm saying? It's like your carbon body's going to the crystalline body, or whatever you want to call it. That's how I'm sort of seeing it now. I know it sounds bonkers, but that's what I'm like, and that's how I think. So I'm not saying it's definitely true. I'm just like, I'm thinking out loud. I can see the twinkle. God, I need to show you this. It's there. Right, I need to, it's doing my head in that I can't show you on this camera right now while we're speaking. Let me see if I can get it. How do I get the best light behind? It's really, really weird now. See, I'm trying to do what I want to see it now. From the darkness to the light, exactly. I mean, even Q said that, dark to light, carbon to crystalline. You know what I mean? If anyone's on the same wavelength. I know new people might be, what the hell she's talking about, but It's a big jet. Right, let me see if I can. I need a flashlight or something. I wonder if I put a candle near it, it'd. Oh, I think I just. Can you see it? To look really carefully. It was here. Watch. Let me see. Oh, let me try this. What light can I put near it? That no, that's not. Your second wave, Dolly, was waves are coming together. Yeah, I'm trying to think what light will shine on it. That hang on. It's just annoying me that I can see it and it can't. It's not picking up on camera. Oh. Does your feet have the... I've not looked at my feet yet. She said it starts on the... Oh my God! She said it starts on the palm of your hands. Look at your hands, people. You need to start checking in really strong sunlight. It's meant to be really in strong sunlight, but you really need to start looking at the palms of your hands. Let me see if I can... I'm trying to... How can I get good lighting in? If you didn't see my video last night, that was in the bathroom. That was amazing because it was dark and it was under quite a bright light. But see if I can... What does what? Your skin starts shining like glitter. I'm trying to get it on here because I want people to... See, I just saw it there then. Not my nails, by the way. Oh, did you see it then? I saw it. There. Not my nails. I think it was out without, actually. Oh, it's getting on my neck. Right, one more time. Let me see. Trying to look where the best light is. Right, let's try one more time. If I can get in the daylight. She had a really strong light. Where? I know. Let's go over to... If I stick this light on in here and the light on over here, let's see if we get anything. Right. Oh, ah, ooh. Yeah, it is the wrong light, but... Well, maybe if I go in front of the window, maybe. I've not got the blinds open, so let's have a look. Now, see, it's a dull day today. But I know some of you have got back to me and said you can see it, so it's not really like, it's hard to see. It's hard to film, I don't know why. I got it last night because the light was so much brighter, much better. You're in the wrong light. I am in the wrong light, but like I said today, preferably really strong sunlight, but it's not strong sunlight in the UK today. It's a very dull day, when the sun's just not, it's not shining nowhere. So to try and get a UV black light, yeah, it's just bonkers. So you can sit here and I can see it, but trying to get it on this, I think I did it on my phone camera. My phone camera's better because I can zoom in. Let me just see if I can film it. If I can film it now on my camera while I'm sat here, while you're here, and then I could download it. Let me see if it'll do it. Because that's what I did it on my camera, Let me see if it does it now. I must be in trouble because I don't see anything on my hands. No, it doesn't mean you're not in trouble. It doesn't. Everyone does it at different times. Yeah, see, right, I can film it. Right, hang on a minute. Let me get a cloth, because this is where I think, God, you actually do think, oh God, I've got glitter on me, but men are doing it, so, right, nothing there. Let's film. Got a minute. pick it up again. I've gone in too much. Oh, right. Let me try that again. If I put it in the light of the camera. Oh my God. And I've done it, so it's not, mine's not that strong, like T Taylor's is strong, but she's been going through a lot of it. What does this mean? What do? We're crystal, yeah, we're crystal beings, naturally, that's what we are, we're not carbon. And when I looked up close, I was getting little black bits off, the carbon's coming away. What's that thing, altered carbon? More like altered crystalline. Right, let's see if you can see this on video. I'm going to download this after, so you can have a, I did it last night, so everyone saw it last night. I've just wiped my hand down, I've got nothing, I didn't touch my face then or anything. See if you can, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it properly, but you can see little twinkles. I don't know if I'm going to download this anyway, because you might not be able to see it on air. Probably can't see.
Oh my God.
Right, you can't see it, so what I'm going to do is, right in front of you now, I'm going to download this to YouTube so you can see it, another one today, because I'm going to keep an eye on this to make sure I'm not going crazy, do you know what I mean? So you have to look very carefully, because mine are not as strong as T Taylor's yet. They're just, should have put that on a better, but if you look carefully at it, you will see. So let me send that. I shall send that now over to, I'll download it now. I have blue in my palms. They said something about your veins as well, this, that and the other, so I'll just put testing, I'll call it testing. What shall I call it? Testing. What shall I call it? Testing. Light body, that's what I'll call it, light body. I don't know. That's why they say don't be in fear. It's just amazing. So I'm downloading that right now so you can go and see, because I can't show you on this camera because it's rubbish. Or maybe I've got crap on it. I'm just wiping it. It's not a very good, do you know what I mean, for showing you. I've got it better on the camera, but you just see like little, it's as if like, you know, if you have a women, you know what women are like. You have a shower and then you get them creams and you put them on you, and sometimes they have little flecks of glitter in them. So you end up with particles, little particles on your body of glitter. I haven't washed in that. I haven't put anything on because I haven't. And you just keep going like that thinking, oh, it's glitter off my face. But I had it there last night. I had a bath last night, washed my face, had a bath. When I came yesterday about dodge o'clock in the morning, I don't know what time it was, with a really high, my spotlights in the bathroom where it was dark. That's what was glittering, well powerful. Powered brush. Isn't that like oxygen? Probably. Like a bronzer. Yeah, you know when you have, because I kept thinking it was makeup, because I wear makeup, but I don't have, you know, that highlighter that girls have. And I could touch and I'd be like, you know, I could touch now and I'd probably get glittery bits of my makeup on, which I just dab on the top of my fingertips then. And that's why I kept thinking, oh, it's that. So I kept doing this, washing my hands with soap and water, and it was still there. But T. Taylor said that's what women think it is. But I know men on here have got it as well. But you can tell it's not, because like I said, I had a shower last night. You can just see it. And the more you look at it, it's like the more it starts twinkling. It's there now. But it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's easier to see in the darker room when the phone camera light is on your hand. Yeah, that's why when I did it last night, because I just felt like I didn't sleep all last night. I felt like I had my eye mask on, you know, and I said, you can look. And I just felt like, honest to God, I was tossing and turning. Maybe it was the excitement of today. I just couldn't sleep. So I got up, went to the bathroom, was like, wow. So if it's either in really strong sunlight or, like I said, really, really dark, and then you've got your phone light on because it's hitting it. So that's why I think I got a better picture of it last night than I did. Yeah, it's that ancient fairy dust. That's lovely. We're all little fairies, star people. You see what I mean? And this is what's been hidden from us. Don't you think it's amazing? Yes, now I know the change will increase. Yeah, because she said that, and I've seen the black little fibres, which was bonkers. She also said, and the different colours as well, oh my God. And she also said about her eyes started going a bit funny. She could see layers on, you know, like when you're looking at reading or words, they'd start looking fuzzy. I've been getting that because I thought I needed glasses because I was watching the telly thinking I can't see. Like, my eyes are good, but it's like sometimes it looked like they were fuzzy. And she said something about dyslexia, and I've got a bit of dyslexia, and I was like, I don't need glasses. And then I thought, why is the words looking like? She said like layers, because we know there's a lot of layers. And I was like, I've been getting that too. So I've really resonated with her channel. So if anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, please go over to T Taylor's channel and go through all of it, especially when it says symptoms of the crystalline DNA ascension. And if you are experiencing it and you've not looked at it, when I've told you to go and have a look, please. They have all Oxycell face cream. What have Oxycell face cream? Yeah, I can see it on my palm. Can you see it now as well? She said, because I thought, oh, it's just me the other day. I thought, well, oh yeah, I've got it. And I thought, oh, she's got it all over her body, so it can't be happening to me. It just must be makeup. And she said, no, it starts on your palms, and gradually over time, it starts going everywhere. And she's in the garden at one point, sunbathing. Obviously, she's got bright sunlight, and she just looks like a twinkly. She looks like I said, Twilight. The vampires, when they go in the light, on the Twilight film, all the skin's glittery in it. Normally you don't see that on vampires, but on Twilight, if anyone's seen it, he ascends up the tree, and then his skin's like glitter. If anyone's seen it, and I don't know which one it was, which Twilight it was, but when he stepped in the sunlight, if anyone's seen that film, it was like glitter, wasn't it? It was like, bloody hell, he's gorgeous. And she was like, oh. But the reason why he didn't glitter that much was because they were in a dense area of trees and forest, and it was very always damp there all the time and gloomy. Like today. Today is quite gloomy. The sun's not... I'll show you the gloominess, and this is what made me think of Twilight. And I'm walking in nature telling my dad. My dad's on the same sort of thing, but he's like, oh, you look into too much. I went, I'm glad I do, Dad. I said, because my dad hasn't seen these films, I'm just thinking out loud and telling everybody my thoughts. Oh, it's freezing. It's not very, it's not... See what I mean? It's not sunny. Like the other day, it was warmer for November, and the sunshine was very strong, very warm. You can't feel this warmth because the sun's not out. I mean, it's there, but it's behind clouds. It's very cold. Like, snow's coming, Jon Snow. The crystals. And then I've just thought, yeah, it's gloomy, just like in... That's why the good vampires, the Cullen family, with the... yellowy orangey eyes, makes you think of hazel eyes, were able to go out in the day because it was very gloomy where they lived. It wasn't bright sunshine, so that's why they were all right. And they lived in the forest, didn't they, where it was gloomy. Love the wind chimes. Yeah, I love wind chimes. Gives your garden a bit of lovely stuff. Fox News is live now. Right, well, I'm going to go, and I'll carry this on sometime later. We'll talk about this after. And I'll go and watch a bit of Fox News. So see you later, people. Bye. Have a lovely Thanksgiving. See you later. Bye.